In 11.1, this is our last chapter of the school year. So I want to say that if I look at my calendar, that we have what you see up on a board today, the agenda for this week. These will be our last set of notes for the entire school year. So we have 11.1 today, we have 11.2 and 3 next class, then we have 11.5 and a quiz the Friday, I think it is, for your class. After that, that means your test is going to be a week from Friday, and then we start our final review, and we'll be done with taking notes and moving you on to Math 2. Perfect. So let's start with 11.1. What I like about 11.1 is that it reviews some concepts from Unit 7. 3 things that you may or may have forgotten, may remember or may have forgotten, as the plane, parallel, and skew. These 3 words. So let's talk about those. Plane. Use only 3 points. Non-linear. Use only 3 points. When you write a plane, let me remind you, we use 3 points that are non-linear. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit right there on that for you. That's focus. That's better. So even if I have a plane that looks like this, A, B, C, and D. This plane has 4 letters on it. You don't write all 4 letters when you're writing out what plane it is. You can pick any 3 letters that you want to, as long as they are non-linear, as long as those 3 points are not on the same line. So let's see. I could use ABC. I could use CAD. Or, if I want to, I can even use plane DAB. There you go. Oh.
Pretty good.
There you go. You guys missed it. If you're not paying attention, I'm sorry. There you go. For example, of a plane DAB. It's dead. I know. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. So the next word. So I only say that because a lot of my students in first period, they were writing down plane. They wrote down all 4 letters, and I said you don't need to. When we write planes, we usually use only 3 letters, and we make them all capital. Make sure that's how we write it. Just don't forget. Second word, parallel. Most of you know what parallel means, but I want to remind you what the symbol is for it. This is the symbol. The symbol is this. Boom, boom. It's like 2 vertical lines that are straight up and down. When you see that symbol, it means parallel. It means that they do not intersect, that they follow each other. When I think of parallel lines, I think of things like this light that's up here, and then this row of lights. Those 2 are parallel to each other. The third row of lights are parallel to the second and to the first row of lights. The way that they're going to show this to you in the worksheet or on the worksheet looks like this. AB, line AB, is parallel to line DC. And there's little line bars on top of segments because they're lines, because they go on forever and ever and ever. The last word that you need to know is the word skew. Skew means not parallel and do not intersect. Skew lines are not parallel and they do not intersect. what they will do on the worksheet is they're going to give you a three-dimensional picture that looks something like a box. As best as you can, if you want to draw this example, feel free. A, B, C. I'll put D right here on this corner. I'll put E, F over there. And I can still see G. I'll squeeze it in right there. G. A, B, C, D, E, F. G is the back top left corner. Yes?
Do you not use the one at the bottom, 5%?
I'm not drawing the bottom at this point. A, B, C, D, E, F, and then back there is G. So an example of what is skew. An example of what is skew. AB, I'm going to put line AB, is skew. It can't be parallel. So we're not going to use DC. And it can't intersect. I'm not going to use EF because EF looks parallel. I can't use GA because that intersects AB. I can't use AD because that intersects. I want something where I have one line going like this and the other line is just going to go completely skew to it. Rachel?
Line DF.
DF works. Line DF works. I'm going to give you another example. AB is skew to DF. It's also skew to, somebody says GF. I heard that. I agree. And I see CE, not CD. CD is parallel to it. And those are my only three, I think, that are skew at this point. Okay? Next word we're going to describe is something called a transversal. Transversal. Devin, keep that to yourself, please. A line that intersects two other lines. Think of it as a bridge. So I'm going to draw something here that we're going to use, and we're going to use it several different times. There's two lines. Here's another line. And I'm going to number these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to give names to the lines. Those are the angles that I've labeled. I'm going to label the lines now. I'm going to call this line L, lowercase. I'm going to call this line M, lowercase, and this one line N, lowercase. L, M, N. Math teachers like to keep things alphabetical. True. So a transversal is the one that's the bridge, the one that connects the two other ones that it's going through. You have three choices here. Which one is the transversal? Is it L, is it M, or is it N? If you think you know, say it out loud. The transversal is line L. Example, line L is the transversal. Okay? Jesus.
If we're thinking about this like in a logical way, couldn't it be like all of them?
No.
Since the arrows keep going on and on, they'll intersect at a certain point.
I like that. Good idea. Yes. But right now, at this point, I'm going to say no, go off of what you see intersecting at this point. Good idea. So, now what we have to do is we have to learn how to classify the non-supplementary angles. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to learn how to classify the non-supplementary and non-vertical angles. That's what we're going to do next. Classify the non-supplementary and the non-vertical angles. Classify.
Classify.
So here's how we're going to do this. Instead of us dealing with 1 and 2, which are supplementary, you guys know 1 and 2 are supplementary. You guys know 1 and 3 are supplementary. You know 3 and 4 are supplementary. We know 1 and 4 are vertical. How are 1 and 8, how are those classified? That's what we're going to learn about here. So we need to know 4 words to be able to do that. The first word is alternate. The second word is same side. I guess that's 2 words, but alternate and same side. I'm going to highlight this one in pink, this one in pink. Alternate, it's pronounced in 2 different ways. You can say alternate or you can say alternate. It's the same thing. It's acceptable both ways. Alternate, I want you opposite sides of the transversal. Same side means same side of the transversal. Good. I'm glad that it's pretty simple. Now remember, this is for non-vertical or non-supplementary. Okay? Alternate. If I'm talking about angle 1, the one that's alternate to it, don't look at these ones that are next to it. We want the ones that are not next to it. We want the ones that are over here, alternate. 1 is alternate to either 6 or 1 is alternate to 8. Same side. 5 is on the same side as 3. 7 is the same side as 3. 7 is the same side as 1. You just want to make sure you're not using the ones that are next to it. You're looking at other places when you use these words. Okay? Now, we need to know the difference between interior, and exterior. Do this one in yellow. And exterior in yellow. Scooting this up a little bit. Oh my God. Interior means in between the two lines. Exterior means outside the two lines. What you will do is you will put one pink and one yellow together to classify the type of angle that they are. Okay? So we are going to put together. Put together these words to classify the angles. Put together these words to classify the angles. Let me give you an example.
You have a box of scratch paper and headphones.
Headphones.
And scratch paper. No, the bottom of it.
Oh, okay.
Beneath the. Oops. The Soros has your part right now that'll come back third period.
Okay. So, for example, 1 and 8. 1 and 8 are what type of angles? The first thing we choose is we choose one word from the pink choices. 1 and 8. Are they alternate or are they at the same side? 1 and 8. So you pick one word, alternate or alternate. And then you're going to pick one of these words, either interior or you're going to pick exterior. Interior means in between the two lines. These angles are in between the two lines. Exterior means you're on the outside of the two lines. 1 and 8. Interior or exterior?
Exterior.
So this is how you would classify angles 1 and 8. They are called alternate exterior angles. Make sense? Inappropriate. Inappropriate. So now, 2 and 3. No, I can't do 2 and 3. 4 and 5. Because they're next to each other. 2 and 3 are vertical. No, they're not.
They're not.
4 and 5. The first thing you check, are they alternate or are they same side?
Alternate. Interior.
Alternate. Then you choose here.
Interior.
Interior angles. The last example that we have is corresponding angles.
Mr. Paramo, are we going to do examples from the packet?
Nope. This is everything you need to know to be able to do the packet.
Okay.
Corresponding angles are on the same side of the transversal. But one is interior and one is exterior. Let's give an example. Corresponding, same side, but one is interior and one is exterior. If I'm looking at this and I want to use angle 2. Angle 2 is exterior. So the corresponding is on the same side and has to be one interior, and it can't be next to it. So which one is it?
Angle 6.
2 and 6 are corresponding angles. There are other examples of corresponding angles if you want to know them. 3 and 7 are corresponding. 5 and 1 are corresponding. 6 and 2 are corresponding as well. Let's stop our notes right there.